All right, I got this question from people in India India and I think the West, like UK and all that. Uh, because I speak about Dubai, they asked me what did I think about the moon. The moon project in UAE. Then there was a image of some Azizi properties. They created a image of some like a spaceship kind of circular, like how you have the Apple headquarters, but this one is up in the air, supported by some structures. And then also when the line project was announced, or they have a futuristic city where everything will be AI, operated by sunlight, renewable energy. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts about this. A very simple question, okay? Very simple. Why do you think Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, these countries are also in the Middle East? Okay. Have you noticed that nobody talks about them? Like, how much have you seen about Kuwait in the news, or Oman or Bahrain in the news? Nothing. There's nothing put about them in the news. Nobody talks about them. And why nobody does this? Because there's nothing exciting happening there. Neither the projects nor any like Formula One or any event. Nothing. So nothing is happening there. Nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to go there. Unless of course you do a little bit of Google search. Only then you might know, oh, a place like Kuwait is there. And then you'll search, okay, what are the attractions there? Okay, Oman is there. What are the attractions there? Bahrain, oh, okay, what are the attractions there? Now, UAE and Saudi realized at some point that if you have to be relevant, you need to be visible on social media. You need people talking good or bad or something. And when people talk about you, that time people get curious about you, they know about you. So Saudi and UAE have been on this race. Rather, it was Dubai that adopted this strategy to make sure that they have these ridiculous projects or absolutely bizarre, out of the world, larger than life announcements where people would talk about it, Google search, there'd be a little bit of buzz. And the best example of this was the Palm Island. I mean, who else was thinking about building a structure of sand in the water that also shaped like a date palm, like a palm tree? Who thought about this? UAE thought about it first. And before you know it, Abu Dhabi tried to make Yas Island, then Qatar joined in, we'll make this island. Then Saudi started to realize, oh, this is the way to talk, to get on social media. I'm pretty sure Bahrain also had, but not, I don't remember what the name was. Okay. However, UAE, the difference between UAE and most of the places is they not only advertise these projects, but they also host events because they realized, Dubai especially, under the vision of Sheikh Mohammed, that the more you make it an international hub, the more people will come in, the more people will spend money, the more this place will happen, the more Dubai will become a brand. And out of all the Emirates, only Dubai, under the vision of Sheikh Mohammed, kept churning out events, kept creating facilities that would warrant for people to stop over. So instead of London, Dubai became a better choice. London anyway is too congested. So Dubai could, redo things from zero. And obviously Hong Kong was there, another business hub. But very soon Dubai became the main hub in the Middle East. So now Saudi also decided, if people are stopping over Dubai, why can't they stop over Saudi? And under the vision of MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, he also started to play around with the same strategy, making, okay, people from GCC visa on arrival, or okay, we are not so hardcore Islamic. You tourists come down here, I'll be liberal. WWE, oh, they are wrestlers, they can come and have their events here. Okay, this famous artist, see, we are open culture. Then slowly he started to change. Okay, women can go driving, they don't need to have a local guardian. So one by one, they started to roll out these new policies, and obviously, this became viral news. But you can only do so much, after which the story dies down. See, UAE overdid it, especially Dubai. Palm Island 1, 2, 3, World Eclipse, Burj Dubai. Before it was, sorry, Burj Khalifa. Then it became Burj Khalifa. Then Burj Al Arab. They call it a 7-star hotel. It's a 5-star. Then they make big announcements. Logistics City, Dubai District, then Falcon City, City of Wonders. Okay, they kept making announcement after announcement. Now the question is, if you look at it from a 20-year, say from the age of 20, now I'm 45, say 25 to 45, when I look at it, out of whatever they have announced, you could say maybe 10%, 20% they have accomplished, 80% is either never done, utter failure, or they simply did it to hype things up. Where are some of the successes? Okay, exhibitions. Dubai is known for conferences and exhibitions, and they have all the hotels and packages to support that. Fine. Burj Khalifa, the tallest tower, and people like to take photographs, be there. The largest shopping malls, Dubai Mall. Then you have Palm Island 1, 2 and 3 failures. Okay, Palm Island 1. Then what else? Maktoum Airport they opened. Okay. What are the failures? Failures are so many. I told you Falcon City, the City of Wonders, then Dubai District, then even these other cities which they Arabian Ranches was okay, a success. Then Emirates Hills, okay, so. But all the other projects which they announced, cities, the tower that is turning, twisting automatically every day or whatever. Then the 1 mile high, the Keel Tower. You can Google search all this. The theme parks that were going to be like Marvel and Disney, and all of them flopped, all of them, and billions of dollars were lost. But have they stopped? No. Even today, Dubai talks about, okay, futuristic taxis that will fly, okay, flying taxis, robots that will fly. They even had advertised, this was, I think, around 10 years ago, cops, policemen. They'll be riding this hovercraft, kind of like a big drone with a machine in the middle of the streets. There, when Segway became popular, all the cops will be on the Segway. So they keep announcing. Now they're announcing about crypto. Dubai is a crypto land and they're crypto friendly. So Saudi, not wanting to be outdone, announced the line. A ridiculous project which only looks good on paper or fantasy land. It's not at all practical. You can just Google search and find out from architects and all that. It's just a line. If you check any civilization, simple logic, you don't have to be a rocket science. You check any civilization, you check any city, country, has it been in a straight line? No, it has grown like a circle and grows wider. It forms like a circle. How do you make a line? And that also so futuristic. What about the wear and tear? What about the materials? What about, you have a train that goes straight. What if there's a malfunction in the train? What, the whole line stops? Do you know how many escalators you need? Do you know how many elevators you need? Do you have all the engineers? Do you have all the raw materials? Running a shopping mall itself is a nightmare. You think of a complete city that is a line. Simple common sense will make you realize this is bullshit. But people are idiots. So, you think the Saudi government doesn't know that this is not feasible? Of course they know. But why do they talk about it? Because free publicity. All the media companies, all the YouTubers, everyone will pick it up. Free publicity worth billions of dollars. Okay? Now, what UAE is doing? Okay, we'll make a $5 billion moon. $5 billion moon and do what? Okay, you make that kind of a circular thing on top of surrounding Burj Khalifa. This Azizi. Ask employees of Azizi, have they been paid their salaries? Check their current properties that they are selling. Ask the ex-employees who are working there, who have worked there. Check the existing properties and their the quality of their projects. You'll come to know it's utter bullshit. This is nothing but fooling people to get free publicity. Like, for example, when Bitcoin was at 60,000, what one guy announced with a suit like this, I made a video on it. He said he will buy 100,000 coins, 100,000. He's seeking venture capital and he will buy it. What happened? He got free publicity. Today, anyone's talking about it. Google search. Russell Kema, one guy of Fuji, Russell Kema, yeah. He said he will be pulling a iceberg from North Pole or South Pole, or I think North Pole. They will pull an iceberg, bring it to UAE, and they will get drinking water there. Just Google search before, Russell Kema Airways, I think 8 years or 10 years ago. What happened about all this? See, this is the problem. People have very short attention span. They think, oh, they announced, oh, it's going to be a revolution. Nothing. It's just announcement, free publicity, don't follow up. In fact, during COVID, they announced this project, the fingerprint of Dubai ruler. A tower will be, with his fingerprint, the tower is going to be shaped at the top his fingerprint. What happened about that? You remember I said about 1 mile high tower. What happened about that? How many properties, cities and developments, they dug the foundation, took the money that was for the initial deposit, 1%, 2%, 10%, whatever, and they ran away. People constantly forget. They have short-term memories. So what is the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell you? These countries, they will constantly hype things up so that there is foreign investment, there is free publicity, there is, people talk about it. And yes, they try to bring in tourists. They try to lure people to come in. They will try 100 things, out of which maybe 10 will work. And the rest, 90, will be an utter flop. Like Maktoum Airport. Go to Maktoum Airport, you will get to see. It's so huge, it's so massive. There's not a single soul over there. It's a billion dollar loss, and they are losing millions every day. Logistics city, what happened? Outsource city, what happened? I don't know, educational village or university city, what happened? All this, nobody is talking about it. People keep forgetting, the vision. All nonsense. Instead of this 5 billion moon and this circular thing, focus on educating the Emiratis and supporting them and building agriculture. But the problem is that is very boring. No publicity when you talk about all this. So, shocking stuff, extreme stuff. And then they get free publicity worth billions. So now do you understand why Dubai keeps announcing and why Saudi? They both are like, let me bullshit, you also bullshit. Let's see who gives the bigger bullshit. Let's give a nice concept drawing, nice CGI video. Let people talk about it. And after a few years, people forget. Let's create another new bullshit. Take it from me in writing. This line project, this moon and all this round thing, it's all just big talk. Nothing is going to happen. And in the end, they'll say, we never had common sense. This was just a concept drawing. This was not what we planned. That's all it comes down to. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. You guys take care. Ciao.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you are left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you. Position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams. And make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.